Hey there, welcome or welcome back. I received this deck, the Cat Tarot, which I backed on Kickstarter. It legit got delivered to me at like 9:30 last night, and I wasn't expecting it so soon. So I am excited to share it. I just got, I think, the bare bones. Like I didn't get any add-ons. I know there were options to get, like postcards as an add-on, and I think an illustration booklet that is meant to serve as a guidebook, and I opted not to get that. So, yeah, this is just the deck. It is called the Cat Tarot. The name attributed to the Kickstarter campaign is Lewis Art. On this deck, there isn't really any attribution in really, really tiny letters. It says, what is this? Published by artists into the nature of tarot. And then that's really all you get. Same thing on the inside here. Yeah, so no specific names. I do believe there were at least two artists involved, but somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe there were more. I don't know. But yeah, this is pretty much all you get. These backs are, they're kind of giving Bohemian Gothic, but like not as fancy. And I like them. I'm not mad at them. They're very complimentary to my Sunset Bow boutique reading cloth, so that's cool. Um, okay, so I can just tell, like cardstock wise, there is no way that these small hands are going to be able to riffle, shuffle, and bridge. Like I can't even, like they don't even bend. They're pretty stiff. Um, so yeah, it's, to me, this feels like a thicker kind of, or maybe not even thicker, but certainly like less flexy, less bendy type of cardstock. But it does seem to just kind of be this typical kind of satin finish. I think that's the term. Not super glossy, not really matte. But yeah, I just was really drawn to this deck because just the artistic aesthetic of it, the types of costumes that these cats are wearing, their expressions. I just really loved the whole vibe of it. And it like does give Chicoli as well. So I'm going to be excited to maybe pair this up with Chicoli Tarot or the Oracle. But anyway, okay. So let's take a look here. We have the Fool. And if I had backed the illustrated guidebook, I would then maybe know what this is that this cat is holding. Maybe it's a map. I am not sure. Magician. And once again, I'm not quite sure what this cat is holding. Like this looks like the earth. And so maybe this is the moon. If any of you get this deck and have the guidebook and want to enlighten me, by all means, please leave some comments for me in the comment section. The High Priestess. Empress. Emperor. So like these two look like, not that I necessarily need my Empress and Emperor to be matchy-matchy, but they almost look like they've been drawn by different artists, just like the style of cat. Again, I have no way of knowing, but Hierophant. Lovers. Chariot. So this is one of the cards that really sold me to this deck, because this is just cute aggression with the lion mane. It really reminds me of, you know, those Instagram accounts where cats like dress up their or the owners dress up their cats in costume, and like one of like the common costumes is like a lion mane. So that's what this reminds me of, but it's very cute. Hermit. Wheel. Justice. Hanged Man. Love this death card. That is so badass. I love that. Oh. Temperance. Oh, that's really cute too. Devil. I really enjoy that. Tower. Star. Like her ears seem off. I don't know. Maybe it's like just the perspective from which it's drawn. Like her ears don't seem to be. I mean, given that she's looking this way, or the cat, their ears, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't, I guess it's not a big deal. Moon. Sun. Judgment. And the World. Well, I'm glad that these are very clearly labeled, because I almost feel like with this huge moon here, I could easily kind of mistake this for the moon card. Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. Three. Four. Five. This feels very static to me for a 5. 6. 7. 8 of Wands. This is another one that kind of feels a little bit static. I mean, I know that these are the wands right here, and certainly there could be that indication of movement, but like this cat just seems so static, and like the water seems so still. 9 of Wands. And 10. Page. Knight. Okay, that's really interesting. Like there's a shift in, like, again, like just the way the cats are rendered. It almost seems like two different artists here within the courts, which do I feel a certain way about that? Let me think about it. I don't know. It's a little jarring, but Queen and then King. Well, these two together at least look sort of complementary, maybe. Ace of Cups. It's a teacup, like just right sitting in the middle of a pond. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8 of Cups. Now, 8 of Cups is like one of my favorite cards, and interesting that they're like on, the cat is like on this precipice. You've got the cups floating around them. I'm gonna have to sit with that one. 9. I mean, this cat's supposed to look content, but I think all the cat's expressions are like this, so, I mean, what can you say? 10. It's very iconic with, you know, very recognizable characteristics in this image. We have the page. Okay, see, again, then we have, like, within the courts, there's, I mean, each suit definitely has a mix of, like, different styles of cat, right? And then within the courts, this is, I feel like this is a separate artist, maybe, than the Knight of Cups. Let's see, like the Knight and the Queen look complementary. Yeah, and even the King, even though the King is not a white cat, that still looks kind of like uniform and complementary. Ace of Swords. That's beautiful. I really like this. For the Three of Swords, it's still that like kind of iconic imagery that we know of the Three of Swords, but I love the cat ears, actually. 4, 5, 6, 7 of Swords. That binding looks pretty unforgiving, you know? Doesn't look like this cat could really escape this situation, actually. But then their face looks actually quite, I don't know, like serene and almost like meditative. It's very interesting. 9 of Swords. And 10. So this departs from traditional RWS. Again, I don't know what this paper is that this cat is holding, like what that's meant to signify. That would be, I would love to know, but I don't. And I do like that this is a departure from the traditional. Page of Swords in like military uniform almost. Huh, interesting. And I'm saying that a lot. Interesting. Knight on a horse. I don't think we've seen the other knights on horses, right? Queen. I'm just trying to see. Like these feel a little more uniform. And then King. Finally, we have the Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, looks like a cup with a plant growing out of it, and 10. All the Ketes. Lineage of Ketes. Page. Knight. Another knight on a horse. Queen. And finally, the King of Pentacles. I enjoy the imagery overall. And I knew going in that, you know, the way the cats are drawn aren't all necessarily like samey. Now having the deck in my hands, like, it's jarring sometimes, but not in a way that's like a deal breaker. It feels like a well-made deck. I'm definitely gonna have to either like try to shuffle this in smaller batches or like use dice to shuffle. But I am very interested to see how I get on with this deck, especially in pairing it with, say, Tricoli. But yeah, it's TBD. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.